Hello, welcome back to the Frayed Brush. Today is a little bit of a different kind of video. We're going to do a information, kind of a review and instruction. So we'll go ahead and get started. So I think I said information was first. There is I don't know if you call it a company. It's Moonlight Miniatures. And I found out through kind of like the group email things through my miniature factory that they had a contest going on. And you had to download this miniature and the contest is over the kind of like pre-formatted size. And that is actually in the instructions. And I wish I'd read all the instructions first, because I actually started painting like the 4 or 5 inch tall one, and then read the instructions and realized it had to be the pre-supported size. And so I got that printed out and we've got that started. We're going to go over this a little bit in this video. So the contest is basically paint this miniature that you see right here. And there's first, second, and third place prizes. The photos of the finished miniature have to be submitted through their Discord. And I will put a link to the My Mini Factory page in the description below. And that page also contains the link to their Discord. They have also said that any subscribers to the Frayed Brush will get a 15% discount on the miniature through the end of February 2021. So got a few days left on that. And I will also put the discount code in the description below that you enter in the My Mini Factory website when you go to purchase the mini and print it out. The review section of the video is on this mini. It's a great print. I've only had my 3D printer for, I don't know, going on maybe three and a half weeks, I guess. And I've been printing like crazy, and I'm sure the wife is happy. I'm actually getting around to painting something that I'm printing out. The supports on this were set up superbly. There was some talk that some people went to clip some supports and had some issues with the edges of the crossbow. Here is what I'm under the assumption they were referring to. One thing I have found out with supports and the resin printing is it is 100% better to clip all of the supports before you cure your product. So got this off the printer, cut all the supports away. Once I got the huge chunks of supports away, and there weren't that many, I went through with my nippers and got right up against the miniature on all of the support points, got them clipped up, threw it on under the UV light for a few minutes, and came out great. I really got a lot of detail, but the little the instruction part we're going to go over later will really pull out even more of that detail. So I'll link the contest below. I'll put the discount code below in the comment section or in the description section as well. So now the instruction portion. Okay. So the only thing I've done to this mini so far is I took some of the some of the 3D Prime. Ooh, there we go. Okay. This is put out by, I got this from Badger. Yep. Badger airbrush. And supposedly this is specially formulated to take care of some of the striations. No, that's the white. I'm sorry. Hold on. Where we go? Here we go. Okay. This. So this is the translucent surface smoother, parentheses, striation filler. Okay. I went through and put about 3 coats of this on the miniature. Kind of cheated. I used the hair dryer in between each coat just to speed the process along real quick. So that was the very first thing that went down on this miniature. Then I took some of the black 3D Prime and went over the whole thing. Once that was done, I took some of the Badger Stynylrez gray and shot the miniature with, I was using an airbrush, shot it at a 45-degree angle. Let me see if I can do this. It's close enough. At a 45-degree angle all the way around, okay? Then, there are, of course, white primers out there, but one thing I choose to use when I put on my strong highlight is white ink. Any brand will do as long as it's acrylic ink. I haven't found a brand yet that doesn't work. I do my best to not try to use brands for every single thing. So a lot of times with inks and stuff like that, I'll actually just put them in the dropper bottles and just put a generic label on there that tells me the color. So here's titanium white, here's magenta. So I try not to get too brand specific because I have to have all of them and that just ends up costing more money. The me and paints is worse than Pokemon Go. Instead of gotta catch them all, gotta buy them all. So, but that's for a different video. So here we have, this is the zenithal priming, and I did a short on this. I might do a video later on of the actual process, but the zenithal prime came out really well. I was really pleased with it. A lot of great detail on this mini, and from what I could tell, I had like no striations at all remaining after it was primed. So that leads me to believe that the 3D Prime from Badger, the system really works. I hit it with that. I'm not exactly sure what the striation filler is. I don't know if it's maybe a matte varnish, a satin varnish. I know it's not gloss. It didn't have too much shine to it at all when I shot it on there, so I'm pretty sure it's a matte varnish of some type. Great self-leveling, no issues at all. So this process is what I follow kind of like as the road to a successful paint job for competitions, okay? Now, I have a few competition wins under my belt. I am in no way known around the world as a painter at all. As a matter of fact, I'm sure the only people that know me are my 38 subscribers on YouTube. So if you like the video so far, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and take those subscribers to more than 38 people that know my name. So with my process, let me preface my process by telling you, this is not a process that I came up with on my own, okay? I watch a guy all the time named Venturella. I think I've linked his channel to in a description from a previous video. I'm not sure. I will link at least his channel in the description of this video. I will do what I can to actually link the video that I'm referring to. And it's just a great process to get you ready for your best paint job ever. And I've used the process a few times, and the times I have used it are when I've won the competitions. So I do deviate from it a little bit. He does go into value sketching and that sort of thing on it. I'm not that far along yet. I'm not that far advanced, and I don't really have a desire to learn to value sketch right now, to be honest with you. So he starts with the zenithal prime, which I've done. The next thing we do, he uses a paint. We've got two washes here, Vallejo washes. We've got a dark gray and just a gray. I believe Vince Venturella uses a Payne's gray. I don't remember exactly if it's the wash or the ink. I have the ink. I don't really want to get the ink out right now, honestly. So first thing we're going to do is, and I've just got the little cheap plastic palette here. I was even good enough to clean out a well for this video. So impressive. And we're going to take some of this gray wash, throw it down here. And it doesn't look very dark at all. We'll see if it works. If not, we'll go a little bit dark with the dark gray. And I'm going to be kind of, not smashing it around, but I'm going to be kind of rough with it. So I'm not using my Artist Opus brushes for this like I usually do. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this gray, okay? And we're just gonna start putting it all over. And we're just gonna cover the whole thing. You know, and if you get some bubbles, try to work them out. If they don't work out, you know, just blow them a little bit, pop them, get them out of there. And, you know, when you think that the zenithal prime really pulls out a lot of detail and stuff, once you put this ink, this wash on, it really does start to pull everything out, because it gets down to those nooks and crannies and really looks great. I've never personally run into an issue of putting it on too thick. It dries fairly fast. It's kind of funny because the gray really does. I mean, look at that. That's so much more detail than was on there with just the zenithal prime. It's great. It's great. Touch a little bit here, a little bit there. Make sure it gets down on those ridges. Okay. So lot more detail pulled out. This wash doesn't take a long time to dry, but I'm gonna stop the video right here. Go ahead and hit it with the hair dryer real quick so we can get it dried up and get on to the next part. So we'll be right back. Okay, the model is dry, and you can see all that detail really stayed in there even through the blow dryer. So looks really great. Okay, next step we want to do is ivory. Okay, I use ivory. You can use any off-white color you want. I prefer ivory because it's just what Vince uses, and he used it, so I wanted to use it. That's just the simple reason of why I'm using ivory. So we're gonna take a little bit, and we're not gonna use the palette, because in this part we're gonna dry brush. Okay. Now I will warn you, my dry brushing skills are horrible. Okay, but for the sake of people learning something, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give it a try and see where we end up. So I've got my Artist Opus Series D small here. I like the Artist Opus dry brushes. I've always had great luck with them, I guess. Anything that goes wrong with dry brushing is strictly me and not the tool. So we're gonna get some of this on here, and we're gonna take a lot of it off, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this dry brush and we're really gonna start pulling out the details and get some highlights in there. It's kind of like a quick value sketch without going in with a brush and black and white paint. So we'll go through. You can see that, yeah. Okay. You can see it's pulling out the details. Now, it's better to try to go in a up and down, or a down motion, kind of following your zenithal prime. I want to be sure to try to hit all those top edges. And I don't know if you can see it on the I wish I'd have done a freaking before and after, but no, didn't think about that. But anyway, so you can really, it's really pulling out all those edges real nice. I don't know if that's coming out as good on the video as it is in person, but I would just like to say that this is probably one of the best dry brushing jobs I've ever done. Go ahead and get all those edges where the light might hit, and you can kind of use your zenithal priming for kind of like a roadmap of sorts. of where you probably need to take that dry brush and hit. And I do not just say you have to use my dry brush technique at all. Okay, this is just my way of doing what I can to start out with the best possible chance of giving me the best possible paint job I can get. Okay, so yeah, that really did pull out a lot more of the detail. You can really see those raised edges. Okay, started getting a little bit of chalkiness right here. That looks worse on video than it does in person. So yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I think we'll keep it. All right, so my mini factory, link to the page is going to be in the description below. Moonlight Miniatures, putting on the contest with Miss Valentine here. So go on there, use that discount code, get your 15% off, download that mini, get it printed, and get it painted. Get those pictures put up in their Discord. And I would love to see some of my followers with their entries in there next to mine. Let's show them that the frayed brush does have a presence. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to receive notifications when a new video is put up. Until next time, paint bravely.